Hi, I'm Nick Koenig.
And I'm Amber Pelicone. Thanks for joining us for school news around the district.
Our top story, saluting the heroic efforts of a school district bus driver.
Reporter Claudia Shea shows us how Kara George's quick thinking kept students safe during an emergency situation.
Students exiting this bus at Limestone Creek Elementary are forever indebted to their bus driver. On November 18th, driver Kara George smelled smoke during her route and jumped into action.
You know, my first reaction was like, get my kids off the bus. Get my kids off the bus. So I just jumped up like in seconds, took the seatbelt off, and I was like, evacuate. And those kids, they got up and they was like moving. I was like, move, 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 move. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
You could tell that it was a real emergency, and that she was really worried because she usually doesn't yell at us, and she was, you could tell she was really worried.
Mila and other Safety Patrol students on the bus also took responsibility.
We had to, first of all, calm the kids and get them down the street. I feel like they listened to us a lot more.
Everyone remained safe thanks to this group effort, and Superintendent Robert Avosa couldn't be more proud.
The other thing, not only is Miss George a hero, you're all heroes because you have to keep the little ones calm, and you did exactly what you were supposed to do.
As a way of saying thank you, the district presented Miss George with a plaque of appreciation, a framed copy of the newspaper article describing the bus fire, and the mall at Wellington Green gave her a generous gift card. But for Miss George, the greatest gift is the safety of her children.
Guys, I'm so glad that you guys are safe. You just don't know how. You just don't know how much I love you guys.
And these guys love her back. Claudia Shea reporting for the Education Network, keeping you informed.
School district police are asking for your help in locating a missing student.
Please take a close look at this photo. 16-year-old Laisha Ray was reported missing October 1st. She's believed to be with her boyfriend, James Damian Michael Banbury. Laisha last attended Forest Hill High School. If you have any information, please call your local police department or school district police at 561-434-8700.
If you're interested in trains, history, and cool field trips, you'll love this next story.
A field trip to the Boca Raton Historical Society's Boca Express Train Museum allows students to take a trip back in time.
Video journalist Jack Backus has your ticket to ride.
Ticket to Ride is an education program that takes place at the Boca Express Train Museum. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Boca Express Train Museum. Today the students are going to be taking a train ride from here to New York City during the year 1947. So when they board these rail cars, they will become a train crew member or they will be a passenger and have to act and dress as you would in 1947. Both of these rail cars were donated to the Boca Raton Historical Society, and they took on the project of restoring it to its original splendor of 1947. The train can get as fast as 112 miles an hour.
For fourth grade social studies curriculum, we study Florida history. So we came here today to get a hands-on experience that's engaging for the students.
I try to punch the tickets, and I say board when we got on the train.
When the porters bring out the food courses to them, the first course is guava jelly on Ritz crackers. Ritz crackers were around in 1947, which is the year the train cars were built. And guava jelly is something that the railroad company served when they were in Florida.
You can take two.
Their second course is Spam, but this is the Silver Meteor, so we call it pork on a skewer, because Spam was the only meat that you were able to eat during the war years. One of the topics that we talk about briefly here during the program. I heard most people that couldn't even get their hands on meat. They would have, well, it's still very popular today. A lot of people ate Spam. And the third course is mandarin oranges with brown sugar and cinnamon. And that's something we took right out of the supply dining car manual.
Very sweet.
It was very exciting for me and my sister. I've never been on a train before, and I was like wondering what it's going to be like. It feels good. I feel like a real conductor and a traveler that goes back in time.
Local history is something the students rarely get growing up these days. So we feel it's very important for somehow, somewhere along the line, that they learn their local history. We say, share the history, build the community.
Speaking of going back in time, a former student turned author revisits her roots.
Do you want to know a little secret, you guys?
First-time author Haley Marguerite Mariano launched her new children's book at Loggers Run Middle. Haley's book is titled Charlie Takes an Adventure. She actually wrote the original story as a language arts class assignment when she was in 6th grade and a student at Loggers Run.
So I kind of wanted to impress upon with the kids that if you have a dream, there's nothing that to stop you from getting in the way of making it come true.
In addition to telling students about her journey to become an author, Haley also signed copies of her book. The story is about a penguin named Charlie who leaves his hometown in Antarctica to search for happiness in Florida.
Students in the Construction Academy at Seminole Ridge High School recently completed their 4th Habitat for Humanity house.
The modular home was built at the school and moved to its permanent location in Lake Worth.
Photojournalist Jose Merced was there on moving day.
We build one house every year for Habitat for Humanity, and today is our moving out day.
We are doing one house per year. We start in January and we ship prior to Thanksgiving. And the house is fully painted, all the wiring's done, plumbing's done, everything's ready to be hooked up.
Our bunch of 9th grade kids that didn't know which end of a hammer to use. And now they're moving the house out. I got to be able to trust these guys with my life. I mean, I give them a nail gun. If any of them screw up today, somebody could lose a hand. You know, so I've got to be able to trust them.
Teary-eyed when I watched the excitement of the students, seeing their creation and meeting the family to walk through and move into their new house.
No words. It's just, I don't know even how to say it. It's just amazing that I'm going to be able to help people that need a house that they're going to live in.
It's a really good feeling. It makes us feel like more enthusiastic about building the house. It always come in with more energy because we know that the family that's getting it has been through a hard time.
Just seeing them kind of experience what I experienced as a kid growing up, working for my parents, it's just a lot of fun and rewarding.
They're building a house that's going to last 100 years for somebody. Makes me really proud of these kids that they're doing something for somebody that really needs a hand.
Time now to salute the efforts of students and staff in a segment we call Honor Roll. First up, let's give a big thanks to students in the Samaritans 365 Club at Sandpiper Shores Elementary School. They participated in the Thanksgiving Basket Brigade event, which helped provide food for families in need.
We're also saying thanks to Rack Room Shoes. The retailer generously donates new shoes to students in need through its Shoes That Fit program. Several students at area schools, including these children from Orchard View Elementary, were thrilled to benefit from this wonderful business partnership.
And thanks for these Thanksgiving picks to Wellington Elementary. Educators at the school gave 5th grade students a Thanksgiving lesson they will never forget. In addition to learning the history of the holiday, students rolled up their sleeves and baked bread to take home as part of their Thanksgiving Day feast.
These performing arts students at West Boca Raton High School have bragging rights. These musicians were selected to represent their school in 2 separate honor band events.
And also in Boca, students at Addison Meisner Elementary School know how to move and groove and raise big bucks in the process. The school held a dance-a-thon to raise money to upgrade technology. Students, staff, and the school's PTA all played big roles in raising nearly $37,000.
And our final shout out goes to the talented students and staff at Frontier Elementary School. Frontier is an environmental and animal science academy. Fourth graders have been learning about the Everglades and creating artwork of plants and animals native to that environment.
It's a tradition here at the Education Network to present an annual holiday performance called Songs of the Season.
Take a listen. We broadcast performances by talented school bands and choirs throughout the holiday season. Be sure to watch 2015 Songs of the Season on Comcast channels 234 and 235 and on AT&T UVerse channel 99 every day at 1 p.m. and 8 p.m.
Lots more ahead here on School News Around the District. Still ahead, we'll check in at the Loggerhead MarineLife Center in Juneau Beach.
And the spotlight shines on Okeheelee Middle School. Find out what makes this school outstanding.
Welcome back.
Time now to take you to Loggerhead MarineLife Center.
This conservation center welcomes school groups for field trips. We were there as students from Canal Point visited the center and its beautiful turtles.
Well, here at Loggerhead MarineLife Center, we are a nonprofit sea turtle research, rehabilitation, and education facility. We're open to the public, but we also have the privilege to be able to offer field trips for students in Palm Beach County schools. Our field trips are for grades K through 12. They all adhere to next generation Sunshine State standards.
Well, today at Loggerhead, we just came out to see what the turtles are about, what they do here at the animal shelter, about how they take care of sick turtles. So we learned a lot of great things about the animals that I did not know and the kids didn't know.
Carapace, could everybody say carapace?
Carapace. We like to start out in our learning center where we try to get a little hands-on. So we have sea turtle skulls and shells and skeletons.
The sea turtle is very similar to us in the sense that he has ribs and he has a spine.
Up front in our exhibit hall, we teach them a little bit more about sea turtle nesting. We also have some aquariums that highlight the different coastal ecosystems that sea turtles inhabit at some point in their lives or another.
The sea turtle by accident will swallow it and they'll eat it because they may think it's food.
Turtles can die from stuff that's in the water because plastic, they think that is jellyfish.
He's got to breathe fresh air just like you and I. So the more he swims around, the more often he has to come up for air.
And the highlight is always our turtle yard. So they get to actually see our patients we have on display. So these are turtles who have come in with injuries or illness from all over the region. And they're able to see this firsthand and see how the turtles are recovering so that we can release them.
We just put some things in there sometimes to help them to make it seem more like home.
I really enjoy seeing the turtles today.
Sea turtles are one of those charismatic animals, and especially children find them very therapeutic. The most important thing that I want any child or any visitor to take away from our facility is that their actions do matter. Everything they do has an impact on the ocean and on the health of this species. And if we work together and keep that mentality, then we can make a difference.
In addition to welcoming groups for field trips, the Loggerhead MarineLife Center is also open to the public daily, and there's no charge for admission.
No charge, we'll have to go there. But anyways, each week, School News Around the District highlights one of our great schools.
And this week, the spotlight shines on Okeheelee Middle School.
Okeheelee Middle School. As soon as you arrive on campus, one glance tells you so much. An international community where there is a special, formal relationship with the Ministry of Education, Culture and Sports in Madrid, Spain. Vibrant, colorful, alive, with all manner of activity. with a full range of academic offerings, including many high school credit classes and gifted education. Okeheelee Middle is home to the competitive choice program, the International Spanish Academy, and was named the ISA School of the Year in North America in 2013 by the Embassy of Spain in Washington, D.C.
Learning about the heritage, to know where people came from, to know how they feel, what they like, what they don't like, so that you can treat people better in life. And it's very important to learn their heritage just to make the person feel that you care.
Okeheelee Middle was the first ISA in the United States and is the only 21st century school in Florida with the only bilingual junior model in the United Nations in the United States.
Porque es me ayuda a no perder mi idioma principal, que es el español, porque para mí y para mis padres es muy importante este idioma.
Almost half of Okeheelee is enrolled in the ISA, a world-class dual-language immersion course of study. Courses offered in Spanish include sciences, social studies, mathematics, many electives, and of course, Spanish language arts, with extensive offerings in 5 major art areas.
We get to do a lot of dance. It's either modern, jazz. We mostly do cultural dances, so from Africa, from Spain, Hispanic dances. We have the Hispanic Heritage Month, and it's mostly just you can get to express yourself. There's not really much struggle for technique if you don't know most things of dance, if you're new. She gets to teach you all that, and it's not really difficult. There's levels to it.
Okeheelee Middle School has a fine arts department, which rivals any school in the state of Florida. Okeheelee Middle School has its own black box theater, art gallery, and dance studio. We encourage all students to get involved with the many extracurricular opportunities. Students at Okeheelee Middle School enjoy a beautiful campus, which includes a Mediterranean courtyard and quad, all highlighted by Spanish fountains. Come be a member of our family at Okeheelee Middle School, the school district of Palm Beach County, your best choice.
Time now to show you some important events making our community calendar.
Applications are now being accepted for the school district's choice programs. The application deadline for most schools is January 29, 2016. The exceptions are Bach Middle School of the Arts, the Conservatory School, Boynton Beach High's Arts Program, and A.W. Dreyfus School of the Arts, which had a December 4th deadline. Apply online at palmbeachschools.org/choiceprograms/application.asp. The Palm Beach County School District will hold its annual Historically Black College, University, and Hispanic Serving Institutions Tour on January 21st and 22nd. The goal is to connect African American and Hispanic students with colleges of interest and scholarship money. This event takes place at the Palm Beach County Convention Center. For more information, please contact Eunice Vivar at 561-434-8820. And the Class of 2016 high school graduation schedule is now available. 34 schools will hold graduations starting on May 16th. You'll find the full schedule of graduation dates at palmbeachschools.org.
Now let's check in with Rick Blackwell to see what he's working on in Good Sports.
Hey, Rick.
Thanks a lot, guys. I'm Rick Blackwell. Coming up next on the Education Network, it's Good Sports. I'm at Palm Beach International Raceway in Jupiter. Straight ahead, we're going to tell you about a really amazing competition involving law enforcement officers on the racetrack. But more importantly, it's what they do off the track. They go inside local schools and teach kids about the dangers of drag racing. You're going to want to stick around for that story. One more Palm Beach County public school in the state football playoffs. We'll tell you how they did and all the social media news. It's Good Sports coming up on the Education Network. Now back.
Thanks, Rick.
And that's going to do it for this edition of School News Around the District, brought to you by the Education Network, keeping you informed.